Hello and welcome and happy new year. If you're new here, do me a huge favor and click that subscribe button down below for content like this and many more. For all your current subscribers, thank you very much for the support the entire 2024 and previous years and beyond. And welcome to 2025. We have made it. This is a 2025 Toyota Crown Sedan. You're probably wondering, what in the world is a Toyota Crown? Very simple. This car replaced the Toyota Avalon and it took its place as Toyota's largest and most expensive sedan before you jump over to Lexus. I am going to talk about it, go over all the tech, the features, and then we go for a quick drive. And before I continue, I want to continue to say thank you very much, Toyota, for allowing me to have these vehicles in my home test area for me to test and review and give you guys my honest opinion. Stay tuned, that is coming up next. All right, let's talk 2025 Toyota Crown. This car has existed since the 1950s. This is actually was one of the first Toyotas, well, not this particular model, but the Toyota Crown nameplate was one of the first cars ever sold in the United States back in 1957. Toyota brought it over from Japan. It was deemed too heavy and too slow for the American market and taste. So the Crown left and never came back until 2024. Well, now, of course, 2025. And here it is. This car replaced the Toyota Avalon in the lineup. So let's talk about it. Let's go over all the styling. And it's different, to put it nicely. Not that it's an ugly car. I've gotten a lot of good looks, good thumbs up from the people. It does have a very mean front end. You got those very recessed, the headlights are recessed there. You got full LED headlights, turn signals, taillights. It's pretty much full LED. You have this, of course, this massive front grille that primarily doesn't do much. This whole section here is fake. The intake is right here and right here. This one is the Nightshade, and basically it's a limited with a couple of niceties, so everything is blacked out. And the color is called Storm Cloud, which is very nice. I do like this color a lot. The lines, I do like the aggressive styling in the front end. My tester is sitting on 21-inch wheels wrapped in Michelin Primacy all-season tires. These are the option. These wheels are optional on the Nightshade version. So you have the XLE, you have the Limited, you have this one, Nightshade, and then you have the Platinum. Non-Nightshade versions can come with these wheels, but not painted black. The mirrors will not be painted black either. They'll be body color. One nice thing about this car, as we go around it, it's a bargain of the century because every single one of them come with leather seats, heated and cool seats, heated rear seats, oval driver standard, as you saw, power folding and heated mirrors, memory seats, all at standard, not extra cost. This one has body cladding all on the side. You can get it in two-tone, so you can get two different colors. You can get a black roof and a major color. And the car is cool, it's different, which is good. It says Giant. You have hard to pick up on camera, but because it's the blacked out version, Toyota emblem right here, Crown nicely large spelled out. It is all-wheel drive. You got sensors right here. Reverse lights are right there. Everything is LED in this car. There's no incandescent bulbs. And now that we're back here, let's take a look at the trunk. And it's a big one. It is a massive trunk. You can definitely put a lot of cargo in here. The seats do fold down, so you do have seat fold down here. It does come with a very rare nowadays for modern cars spare. It does have a spare tire, a donut. Base models, which is only one, which is the XLE, come with 19-inch wheels. The Platinum model will come with a power opening, closing trunk. And that's pretty much it. The exterior is very different. It does have a tear-shaped drop. which gives it that coupé. You would think it would be a hatchback, but I was actually very surprised that it's not a hatchback for such a large sedan, and it's actually nice. It drives very smooth. So now let's go over, before we go over the interior, actually let's look at what's powering this large and in charge sedan. And to unlock it, just put your hand on the door handle, and let me open the hood here. And there's something familiar underneath this hood, which is the Toyota's hybrid, very proven and very tough hybrid system. So this has a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine paired with a electric drive unit, and total system power is 236 horsepower. Made it to an eCVT, which is basically 2 electric motors, one as a generator unit, and the other one is a drive unit, which behaves as a transmission. And the MPG is absolutely phenomenal on this car. All right, let's take a look at the interior, the technology, the features of this 2025 Toyota Crown Nightshade Edition. Stay tuned for that. Okay, let's step inside the 2025 Toyota Crown. To get in is very easy. Just put your hand on the door handle. If the car is off, I have the car running. And to lock it, you just press this button here and the car locks. It's yelling at me because I have the car running. But getting inside, this car is one example of you can't really judge a book by its cover. Because if you just look at it on the outside and don't give this car a chance, you'll be missing out a lot. Materials are absolutely excellent. Fit and finish on this car, everything you touch is soft. This car is Japan built, and it does exist in its home country, and there's different flavors of this car. There's a wagon version that we're getting here as a Toyota Signia, and this one, which is in Japan, is called the Crown Crossover because of the extra ride height that it has. Materials are soft, padded. Everything here you touch. It does have, of course, the controls here, the controls for the memory seats and the mirrors. Power folding mirror switch right there. Everything's auto up and down. You do have real leather seats, standard across every single trim, no matter what trim you get. And it's nice and nice. Everything, you have the copper accents and copper finish on the seats. Dual way lumbar support, of course, power seat. Toyota Crown floor mat. Let's step inside. And this is a very nice place to be. Let me just lower the temperature here. Oop, wrong button. So this vehicle does have dual 12.3 inch screens. One for, of course, doing the instrument cluster. So this is a screen. You can completely customize it the way it looks. Right now I have it set on the smart setting. And the steering wheel is nicely padded. Let me zoom back out. It's nicely padded. It's also heated. On the left, you have controls for the media, pick up and hang up button right here. Volume up and down. Voice control button. On the right, you have controls for the cruise control, the automated cruise control. Set your distance, your lane departure, lane guide, lane keep assist controls. And on the left hand side, you do have controls for the automatic high beam. This vehicle does have heated windshield wiper, so it has it has heating elements for the windshield wipers. Got tongue tied. What that means is it just keeps the wipers warm for the winter, so they don't freeze up. It does have auto dimming mirror with built-in home link, and they're all auto dimming, including outside mirrors. And there is Toyota's latest infotainment system, which is cloud-based. It uses Google Maps, and it's excellent. It's a good system, very snappy. It does have wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and also they're both wired as well. So you do have USB-Cs right here. And the shifter is a little different to get used to if you're not used to it. So you have to kind of, when you put it in reverse, you have to do this and up, and then and then down for drive. And if you want to go to neutral, you just push like so and it goes to neutral. And then if you see that little B, B is for regenerative braking, so it forces the vehicle to go into its most aggressive regenerative braking to send energy back to the battery to get better fuel economy. And let's talk fuel economy. This vehicle is an MPG master. I was able to get, the sticker on this says 41 miles per gallon, but combined city and highway, I was able to get a solid 50 miles per gallon without even trying. On the highway, I saw a solid 36 miles per gallon. This is with, you know, my wife and daughter in the car, AC, doing normal highway speed, 70 miles per hour. So meaning not driving it like a grandma, and slow. Moving on to the center controls, you do have this kind of piano black, but not really, maybe hard to pick up on camera. But it's actually nice. You got the traction control on and off button here. You have different drive modes. So you have custom, you have sport, you have normal, and then you have eco. So of course for fuel efficiency. And overall, in my week of testing, this car has been excellent. Decent sized cup holders. This is a removable little tray here. It does have a wireless charger right here. And moving on to the center console, it's a decent sized center console. You got this little coin tray or whatever you wanted to put in here. Nice, everything is softly lined. You do have another USB-C port in there and a traditional charger. And it also does open that way. And there's a look at the quick panoramic glass. It does not open, but you do have a nice shade to keep you shielded from the sun. And here, let me just close that shade real quick. And here you do have the control for the map lights. Nothing really crazy. The door light, so if you open the door, obviously the light turns on. And that's pretty much it. Oh, and here are the physical controls, which is nice. Thank you, Toyota, for keeping them physical for your climate control. Fully automatic. So if we go to this button here, we press this guy here, and then we go to comfort. You can set everything to auto, which is nice. And right now, by the way, guys, the car is fully EV mode. As you can see, the engine is completely off. And this button here that says EV mode, what that does is it keeps the car in electric only for as much as it can if you're driving under 25 miles per hour. So if you're driving around town, local low speeds, it will drive in electric only until the battery allows it. Otherwise, it will just go back to normal hybrid mode. But anyway, switching back to the infotainment screen, as you notice, everything is in auto, and you can just set that to auto. What that means is it will configure the seats for heated and cooling, because this car has heated and cooled seats at front and heated in the rear, and the steering wheel, which is nice. But you can turn it on and off yourself, everything manually. And going back to climate, here is your climate control settings, of course. So you can set everything to auto, which is currently on auto. Let me just send it back to auto. This button just tells it to send airflow to the occupied seats only. So for example, if there's only 2 people here, only the front vents will work, the rear vents will be shut off. And this system is very proven. It's been around for a bit now, for a few years, and it's very easy to use. Very simple. It is upgradable over the air. The sound system in this radio is very good. This has the 11 speaker upgraded JBL sound system. So it sounds very good. Unfortunately, for obvious reasons, I cannot display that. Show how good it is. You got the hazard button here, and that's pretty much it. In terms of the interior, the seats are very comfortable, very, very comfortable. Let's take a look at the back seat, and then we go for a quick drive of the 2025 Toyota Crown. Stay tuned for that. Okay, let's step inside the back of the Toyota Toyota Crown. And just because you go in the back, the materials, they do not skimp back here. Everything you touch is softly padded. Nice little integration of the JBL tweeter right here, speaker. The heated switch controls are here, so you have only on and off, one level. But nonetheless, it's still nice. You got double stitching here, which is nice. Very big door pocket. The seats are back here, of course, are also very nice. And they're leather. And stepping inside here, look at the amount of room. I'm about 5'8", plenty of leg room. This is not a small car, by no means. This is not a small car. You do have a nice pocket back here. You do have your own climate vents, USB-C ports right here, another map pocket. And there's a look at the instrument cluster and dashboard, which is very nice, a very commanding view. And of course, the panoramic glass, even though it does not open, it still lets a lot of natural light in here, and it makes the cabin feel a little bigger than what it really is. And overall, it's not bad. I mean, I've been living the week I'm living with this car. It's very nice. I do have my kiddo, can't see it, but booster seats right here. You do have a center armrest, and you do have a nice little cup holders right here. And that is pretty much it when it comes to back here. Very comfortable, very large, very spacious sedan. Let's go over how this car drives, and let's talk more in depth about fuel economy and price point. Stay tuned for that. All right, let's drive the 2025 Toyota Crown. Right off the bat, my complaint would be this wireless charger, which is not great. As you guys can hear, my phone is trying to charge, so let me just remove that so it doesn't make any noise while I'm filming. And I left a little hybrid screen here. I don't know if it picks it up on camera, but all I gotta say is this car is, for a 4,000-pound car, it is amazing what it can do in terms of fuel efficiency. And obviously, Toyota's hybrid system is the leader when it comes to the hybrid space, and it does not disappoint. Now, are you gonna buy this car for blazing hot, blazing speed? Not this particular trim. The Platinum version does have more power. That one has 340 horsepower, or 366, excuse me. I'll confirm and pop the image on screen, but it does have more power, and that one does have a real 6-speed transmission instead of the electronic CVT that this one has. So I haven't driven that one, but I'm sure it's gonna feel a little different. And let me reset, if it lets me do it. Yeah, let me reset the trip computer there for a second. And a little tricky to do this when I'm driving, but here we go. Okay. So, and when this vehicle was dropped off to me by Toyota, it said about 537 miles, which is absolutely amazing. And in my week of driving it local and a little bit of highway, it's been awesome. I have, it's still pretty much, it still says I have 395 miles left of range, which is amazing. It's simply amazing. It is a very comfortable car, very smooth car. Everything in here, everything you touch in here is very soft, and no hard plastics anywhere. Besides, of course, the lower doors, which down there nobody really cares. But the areas that you are touching are soft. The panoramic sunroof the glass does not open, like I mentioned. And let me get into my traditional highway loop here. And that's when you hear the engine, obviously, because you need the power to merge. And let's see if I have a very nice gentleman here letting me in. And this thing's super smooth. On the highway, it's very smooth. Amazing because it does have 21-inch wheels. So when you think of 21-inch wheels and large wheels in general, usually you get a bit of a rough ride. But that's not the case with this car. I guess the combination of the wheels and tires probably do a good job of mitigating all the bumps and bruises of the road. The only other issue I have, and before I close this video, is the price. Starting price for this particular version that I'm driving, which is the Nightshade edition, is $48,000. This one as tested is $50,000, and that's a lot of money for what it is. Because then at that point, for that price point, you're talking Lexus ES350 money that you can get for the same exact price as a Toyota Crown. We shall see how it does in the market. I have not seen too many of them on the road. I hope it does sell. I'm rooting for it because it is a very, very good car. And it's a big car. Like if you want to keep this and buy this, you know, you had an Avalon and you want to replace your Avalon and you want to go into this will not be a bad replacement, and I believe is a worthy upgrade from the Avalon, because the Avalon was an aging vehicle. It does have a V6 and fuel economy was not that great. And overall, look, just in this little tiny loop that I'm doing, I am getting 36.9 miles per gallon, which is amazing. And that's without even trying and driving it like a normal human, not driving it, you know, all scared and thinking about fuel efficiency. And I don't know what this person is doing in front of me. But anyway, this has been, I don't know if the camera can picking that up, but you guys can see what's going on with the hybrid system. The battery level, it keeps rising. And let me just do a quick loop around here before I close the video. And overall, again, I have nothing but praises for this car. I remember seeing it. Unfortunately, I was not able to drive it when it first came out. But it's a very, very, very nice car. Yeah, the CVT drone-ish is there. It's visible because it doesn't have a traditional transmission. And let me test before I close. I keep saying that, but let me test the turning radius, making a U-turn here. And it's not bad. I do love the fact that you can drive it in electric only for extended period of time, that's where right now it's in EV mode. So if I hit this button, I am completely in electric only, which is great, because then your one tank of gas can you can go a week and a half, and even 2 weeks on a full tank, which is great, especially if you want to maximize your fuel efficiency. And if you have local driving around town and you're not going above 25, you will not use a drop of fuel. But anyway, I am rambling. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for subscribing, for sharing my videos. I really appreciate it. I cannot do this without you. This is why I get these vehicles, because of you guys and your support, can continue support. And I will see you on the next one. Take care. Have a prosperous and happy 2025. And I will see you in the next video. Take care and stay safe.